Guys and dolls, it's the 20th of August and I'm devastated, to be honest with you. We've all woke up the same news with all these thousands of people getting out, you know what I mean? And it's getting that bad now that they're doing this thing. I can't mind the name of it. It's like they've got some name, some code name for it, right? But basically what it is, I'll stick it up, you'll see it. And what it basically means is that they get held in the cells. Now, I've been through this before. We've seen this before, right? Because there's been loads of times, I guess, where the jails have been overflowing. Many times in history. Remember, we're Generation X. We've seen all this come and go, you know? So what happens is whenever the jails are full, you're allowed, because you're only allowed to be in the police stations for so many days, right? Remember that, like 3 days, and if it's Tara, 7 days with extensions and all that, carry on. But this new thing allows them to keep prisoners in the cells. Now you got to understand what the cells are like compared to the prisons. In the prisons, they've got showers in their cells, access to the phone, football, gym, TV, and all the rest of it. Now, in the jails, the cells are only there for like people to be there for 2 or 3 days. You understand? They're not equipped to house men in, you know. But like they're letting these guys out. So these guys are in for crimes. You've got to remember the jails were full before all this, before all the rest. The jails were already full, and judges were already only sending serious offenders to prison. So you weren't going to jail for shoplifting, everybody knows that. You don't go to jail for shoplifting in Britain because the jails are full. You don't go to jail for breach of the peace. You used to not go to jail for all that, right? But all of a sudden, because it's what they call far right, but it's not. It's just people that just don't like the government and they've made a mistake. They should have voted. They never voted. 18 million people never voted. Everybody's angry, right? And the government hate that. They hate that. They hate the fact that everybody in Britain's screaming at them right now that we don't want you. And they're just burying their heads in the sand. Nah, they're going la 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 la. What they want is I can't hear you, I can't hear you. That's what they're doing, you know. But let me tell you something. See this guy that got fucking, I don't know, 18, I'll stick it up, for shouting at the cops, you're not English anymore. Well, I've got a message for you cops. You aren't behaving very English anymore, you know. Far from it. Now, I understand that there's good police officers, but what we're witnessing is policemen beating unarmed men, hitting them with batons, pushing old pensioners over with big massive shields. We're seeing 73-year-old women getting arrested, never been arrested in their life, never done nothing wrong at all, getting handcuffed behind their back. One of our old age pensioners, could you imagine them doing that to an old age pensioner from the Muslim community? Of course you couldn't, because there'd be an uproar. So to those policemen in England, how do you feel? How do you feel? Is it your job? It's only my job. So it's only your job. 20 of you to go and arrest Tommy Robinson at a peaceful Israeli march. 20 of you. And when you have him handcuffed behind his back, you pepper spray him in his eyes, like inches away from his eyes. That's you doing your job. Is that you proud? You know, well, I tend to agree with that guy. You know, I agree, and I know everybody that follows me and my friends totally agree. You know, you'll see the love hearts come up in this post because yous aren't fit for purpose. I don't know why yous joined the police, but if yous are happy doing what yous are doing, then obviously yous joined the police to beat innocent people, beat them off the street, so they can't say we don't want labour in. We don't want illegal immigration. We don't want undocumented men breaking into our country, and you beat them off the street for that. These are not fit for purpose. You should be ashamed to be a police officer down there right now. Any police officer that goes out on the street and beats an unarmed man because he's out there protesting because he doesn't want any more children in his country being raped or any other offence done to him. and yous are doing that to them. Well, hell mend yous, because one day it's going to come back and bite yous all in the arse. And just like, I'm going to say it again, just like our protester, just like the guy that yous jailed, yous aren't English anymore. Yous aren't behaving like Englishmen anymore. I don't even know what yous are behaving like, to be honest with you. But that's not what policemen are meant to do in this country. Policemen are meant to protect and to serve, just like America. Look after. And I know everybody's struggling right now. But you know what I mean? If you've got that common sense to be able to be a policeman, there's loads of jobs you can do. There's loads of jobs you can get. You weren't put in this earth to beat civilians. You weren't put in this earth to put men like us down. You know, yes, there was violence. Yes, some of your officers get hurt. Yes, they will feel the full extent of the law. I get that, yeah. But you don't take your anger out on civilians. You don't take your anger out on women, and then have the protection of the Labour government to put them in jail when they shout hurty words at you. You must feel really good about yourselves. Congratulations.